So in this lecture we have to see the two types of motion, that is disk rotatory motion and con rotatory motion. So in the last lecture we have studied the definition of pericyclic reactions, types of pericyclic reactions. There are four types of pericyclic reaction: electrocyclic reaction, cycloaddition reaction, the sigmatropic rearrangement and group transfer reactions. So these are four types, and out of which we have started the first type, that is electrocyclic reactions. In electrocyclic reaction we saw some examples of electrocyclic reaction. See the first example, simple examples: ring closing reaction and ring opening reaction. So this ring closing reaction is there where the cyclic shift of electron takes place and we obtain the cyclic product. So this is ring closing reaction, and ring opening reaction is also there. While closing and opening, there are some bond formed and some bond broken in this case. So pi bonds are removed here, 2 pi bonds are there, only 1 pi bond is there. Here 1 sigma bond only, here 3 sigma bonds are there. One new sigma bond formed. So in these cases, if we observe, there is bond breaking process is there, pi bond broken, sigma bond formed. Now in these cases, when we consider the reverse reaction would happen: this pi bond shifted here, this sigma bond broken here, and another pi bond generated here. So in these cases, if we observe, the sigma bond broken. And what is sigma bond? Sigma bond formed by the orbital overlap, p orbital overlap. So this orbital is there, the another orbital, the overlap of these two orbitals, bonding overlap, plus signs indicate that this is a bonding overlap. When this bonding overlap is there, then this sigma bond is stable. Now this is stable sigma bond. In this case, this stable sigma bond, when ring opening reaction is there, this sigma bond undergoes breaking. When this sigma bond undergoes breaking, the orbital rotation takes place. Rotation by 90 degrees. So orbital rotation by 90 degree. So by 90 degree this orbital rotates. When this rotates, the rotation may be of two types. That is the orbital rotated, one rotated clockwise, another also rotated clockwise, or it may be rotated anti-clockwise. It may be rotated anti-clockwise. Another chance is that it rotated clockwise, one rotated anti-clockwise. So there are different possibilities, and depending on these possibilities, we have to consider two types of motions. Two types of motion of these orbitals, that is con rotatory motion and another dis rotatory motion. Con rotatory motion and another is the dis rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. So see here, what is con rotatory motion and what is dis rotatory motion. So con rotatory motion is what? Here both orbitals rotated either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So if orbitals rotated clockwise, then it is called as con rotatory motion. Another, when rotated anti-clockwise, both rotated anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise, then it is a con rotatory motion. What is dis rotatory motion? Dis rotatory motion in which one orbital rotated clockwise and another second one rotated anti-clockwise. So such type of motions are called as dis rotatory motion. One is con rotatory motion, another is the dis rotatory motion. In con rotatory motion, both rotated clockwise or either anti-clockwise. In dis rotatory motion, one rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. Let's see by example. This bonding orbital, when rotated by con rotatory motion. See here, con rotatory motion. In con rotatory motion, when this rotated clockwise, another also rotated clockwise. Both rotated clockwise here first. So when this rotated clockwise by 90 degree, the negative sign goes here and positive sign, this rotated clockwise, so positive sign goes here. In another case, when this orbital rotated here plus sign goes here, negative sign goes here. If you observe the symmetry, when you pass plane, then plus sign coincide on this minus sign. So no same sign coincides. That means it has no M symmetry. There are two types of symmetry. That is mirror symmetry, we call M symmetry, and another M symmetry, and another is the center of symmetry, C2 symmetry. So which symmetry observed here? Here we observe center of symmetry. That is, from center, if we go some distance, we obtain plus sign, and go same distance but in opposite direction, that is the we obtain same sign, that is C2 symmetry. Again, if we observe here, we go some distance, we obtain negative sign. Again, we go in the same distance but in opposite direction, we also obtain same sign, and that is the indication of C2 symmetry. So we obtain C2 symmetry. So cone rotatory motion. So this, in this case, we rotated both orbitals clockwise. Now let's see what happened when we rotated both the orbitals anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Let's rotate these orbitals anti-clockwise. So when rotated anti-clockwise, this also rotated anti-clockwise. So both orbitals rotated anti-clockwise. That means it is a cone rotatory motion. Cone rotatory motion. In cone rotatory motion, when these orbitals rotated by 90 degree into rotated 90 degree by anti-clockwise motion. So when see this left orbital when rotated anti-clockwise, plus sign goes here, negative sign goes here. So plus sign here, negative sign is here. Now in this case, when we rotated this anti-clockwise, the negative sign goes here, plus sign goes here. If we see the central point, go some distance, we obtain negative sign. Again, we go same distance, but in opposite direction, we obtain the same sign. That means it is indication of C2 symmetry. So in both the cases, either we rotated clockwise or anti-clockwise by cone rotatory motion, then we always obtain C2 symmetry. So what is our result? What is our observation here? Our observation is that when cone rotatory motion is always associated with C2 symmetry. Remember this point, cone rotatory motion is always associated with C2 symmetry. C2 symmetry. Cone rotatory motion always associated with C2 symmetry. So this is about cone rotatory motion. Let's check the this rotatory motion. In this rotatory motion, one orbital rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. So here, in this case, we are studying the cone rotatory and this rotatory motion for ring opening reaction. Two types of reactions in pericyclic, electrocyclic reaction: ring opening and ring closing. So first see the ring closing reaction, then after we are going to see the ring closing reaction. So ring opening reaction, in which first ring is closed and orbital is bonding overlap. Now in the bonding overlap, when we open this by this rotatory motion, okay, we know what is this rotatory motion. One orbital rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. Okay, another rotated anti-clockwise. By 90 degree, we obtain this. When we rotated, suppose one rotated clockwise and another rotated anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise motion. See this left. When we rotated clockwise, then positive sign goes in the downward direction and negative sign goes in upward direction. Negative sign goes here. So negative sign is here. In this case, the right orbital rotated anti-clockwise. Means negative sign goes here, positive sign goes here. So negative sign goes here, positive sign goes here. Okay. So if we pass the plane and fold the molecule, then we observe that negative sign coincide on negative, positive sign coincide on positive. That means it has a M symmetry. It has a M symmetry. So another possibility is that, see, another possibility, we change the rotation for the orbitals. Here this is bonding orbital. Now initially we have rotated this one clockwise. Now we rotate this one anti-clockwise and we rotate this one clockwise. One rotated anti-clockwise now and this one rotated clockwise. Now see what is the result. One rotated anti-clockwise, another clockwise. This is the dis-rotatory motion. This is dis-rotatory motion. Now this dis-rotatory motion results into the opening of the ring. Opening of the ring. Now this ring opening, when anti-clockwise, this plus sign goes in the upward direction, negative sign goes here. Okay, and here it is rotated clockwise. So clockwise rotated, then plus sign goes here and negative sign goes here. Okay, if you observe and pass the plane here, then fold the molecule, then plus sign coincide on this plus sign and this negative sign coincide on this negative sign. That means it also has M symmetry. That means it also has M symmetry. If this has M symmetry, what is our observation? Our observation is that this rotatory motion, either one clockwise, another anti-clockwise, if we change it, one the clockwise initially, it rotated anti-clockwise, then same results obtained. That means this rotatory motion is always associated with M symmetry. This rotatory motion is always associated with M symmetry. Remember this thing also. This rotatory motion is always associated with M symmetry. This rotatory motion is always associated with M symmetry. This is important point to consider. So what is conrotatory motion? Conrotatory motion is the motion in which both orbitals rotated clockwise or either anti-clockwise, and another dis-rotatory motion in which one orbital rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. Now another point that we have to consider here, this is the plane molecule with no substituent. Okay, plane ring with no substituent. When substituent present on these carbons, these n carbons which are going to break, the sigma bond going to break. When the substituent present here, along with these orbitals, substituent also rotated. Substituent also change their direction, and it results in certain stereochemistry of that particular molecule, particular product obtained. So stereochemistry also changes. When orbital changes, the direction of the group changes, and stereochemistry also changes. That we'll see in some examples, by taking some examples, because it is important to understand the stereochemistry of product obtained, stereochemistry of reactant sample. So this is ring opening reaction. Let's see first the overview of the ring closing reactions. Okay, how ring closing reactions occur. Ring opening reactions. Now ring closing reactions. We have to apply both conrotatory and dis-rotatory motion in ring closing reaction. So see here, ring closing reaction. Just reverse of this closing reaction. In ring closing reaction, first ring opened. That open ring by certain either photochemically or thermally, it is converted into closed ring. Closed ring by just cyclic shift of electrons. So this is the ring closing reaction. Now in ring closing reaction, what happened? The orbitals are here. These orbitals may be of two types, because there is an open chain, two types, plus, minus, minus, plus. These open chain compounds having orbitals in two ways. That is, it may be plus signs above the plane, that we call it M symmetry. Okay, what is this plus, minus? This symmetry is C2 symmetry. They may be either present in the M symmetry or C2 symmetry. Okay, there may be possibility of both symmetries, M symmetry and or C2 symmetry. Now, M symmetry orbital, when there is a bonding overlap, possibility of bonding overlap is that, suppose that the one rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise, one rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. Then see the result. The orbital plus when rotated clockwise, we rotated clockwise. Clockwise, then plus sign goes here, negative sign goes here. When we rotated anti-clockwise, the plus sign goes here, negative sign goes here. What is this rotation? One rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. Then it is a dis-rotatory motion. It is a dis-rotatory motion, and we obtain here bonding overlap. Bonding overlap. Okay, means dis-rotatory motion, when there is a M symmetry, it is always associated with dis-rotatory motion, and we obtain bonding overlap. Here bonding overlap, that is important. When we use con-rotatory motion here, then we obtain anti-bonding overlap. And anti-bonding overlap is not allowed while the bonding is there, sigma bond, while formation of sigma bond. So here C2 symmetry. See here C2 symmetry. Our what is our rule here? What is our observation before here? Concentration. Con-rotatory motion is always associated with C2 symmetry. Now here it is a C2 symmetry. So con-rotatory motion, see here, when we rotate both clockwise. Okay, both clockwise. See the results obtained here. The orbital overlap is here. This rotated clockwise means what is the direction of signs? Plus sign here, minus sign here. Again another rotated clockwise. Clockwise means negative sign goes here, plus sign goes here. Here we obtain bonding overlap. Bonding overlap. Okay. See another way. Here we rotated clockwise. Let's rotate it anti-clockwise. Let's rotate it anti-clockwise. So this is initial C2 symmetry. C2 symmetry is always associated with con-rotatory motion. So here con-rotatory motion. But now this con-rotatory motion we rotated it anti-clockwise. Now here we rotated clockwise. Both orbital we rotated clockwise. Now here I am rotating it counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Now when we rotate it counterclockwise, then see here rotated anti-clockwise. Both rotated anti-clockwise. Then we obtain the overlap of orbital. This overlap of orbital, see here, rotated anti-clockwise means plus sign goes here, negative sign here. When this another orbital, second orbital rotated anti-clockwise, the negative sign goes here and positive sign goes here. So here, what is our observation? Observation says that both negative signs overlaps here, means same sign overlap. It may be either positive signs or maybe negative sign. So same sign overlap is there, and due to same sign overlap, this is also called as bonding orbital. Bonding orbital. Okay, this is also called as bonding orbital. So con-rotatory motion is always associated with C2 symmetry, and this rotatory motion is always associated with M symmetry. Well, let's see example where we apply different we change the symmetry and rotation. See here, it is C2 symmetry. Suppose this orbital contains C2 symmetry, but we apply C2 symmetry. We know that always associated with con-rotatory motion. But let's see what happens when we apply dis-rotatory motion. Okay, let's see what happens when we apply dis-rotatory motion. Here it is dis-rotatory motion. Dis-rotatory motion is both rotated. One rotated clockwise, another rotated anti-clockwise. We said dis-rotatory motion. When rotated in this manner, then we obtain the overlap. See here, it is anti-clockwise, so negative sign goes here, positive sign goes here. And rotated clockwise, so positive sign goes here, negative sign goes here. And if you observe, it is a anti-bonding overlap. So anti-bonding overlap is not allowed here. So anti-bonding overlap, that's why C2 symmetry doesn't allow dis-rotatory motion, and in the similar manner M symmetry doesn't allow con-rotatory motion. So always these rules followed by the orbitals, that is con-rotatory motion always associated with C2 symmetry, and dis-rotatory motion always associated with M symmetry. So this is about dis-rotatory motion and con-rotatory motions in ring opening and ring closing reactions. Okay, thank you.